Britney, I smell children. Hello, you guys. Welcome back. Was that awkward? Yeah, bitch, that was kind of awkward. But welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having the most incredible day. Happy Halloween, you guys. If you are new to my channel, my name is Sebastian. I do tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for the latest in pop culture, reality TV, influencer tea, or Brit tea, I got you covered. Hit that subscribe button, grab a snack and a drink. You guys, since today is Halloween, I will be a different Hocus Pocus character in all of my videos. I just wanted to say, it is Halloween. I wanted to have a little fun with you guys. But also, I do want to say that, the topics of what I will be talking about, I do believe they are very serious. So please don't ever think that I am mocking them or making light of it or anything. I just wanted to have a fun little moment with you guys and do my videos in costume because it is Halloween. So you guys, I am of course Mary from Hocus Pocus. I just thought it would be super, super funny to, dress up a little bit and just be, very messy with you guys. Cause why the fuck not, right? I'm not going to be doing my video like this because, it is very difficult to talk like this. But, yeah, so, Anyways, grab a snack and a drink because we got to talk, you guys. Now, let's turn a little bit more serious because we do got to talk about Britney Spears and some good news for Britney because sometimes good news is good, right? So yesterday hang on. Hey Google, when was the release of Blackout by Britney Spears? It was the 30th of October. Hang on.
The initial release date of Blackout was October 25th, 2007.
No, it was not. It was so not. It was literally on Halloween. Hang on, bitch. He's wrong. I'm right. Britney Spears Blackout release. No. It can't be the 25th. Oh, it was the 25th. I thought it was the 30th for some reason. Why do I think it was the 30th? Anyways, bitch. Blackout, we are celebrating the release of Blackout. It came out in 2007. So that is, 2007, 2017 is 10 years. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 15 years ago? Oh my God, 15 years ago, Blackout came out. And you guys, we need to talk about Blackout because we have some good news about it. It actually has entered the Apple Music album chart and it has risen 26 spots and it's at number 88. This is the first time that Blackout is released or on this Apple chart, which is amazing. So many years later, it's still getting the recognition it honestly deserves. This album, I believe, and it's not because I'm a Britney fan, you guys, but I do believe that this album changed music as we know it. This album had so much. This album was so futuristic at the time. And not only that, but with everything surrounding Britney, this album is just probably her most iconic album. Now, I have to say Blackout is definitely one of my favorite albums, but I just love Glory so much. But I believe that Blackout and Glory, in my opinion, and In the Zone, are my favorites. Like In the Zone, Blackout, Glory, and I do love Britney. Girl, I love them all. Okay? But Britney Jean, girl, she can sit down. But anyways, I just wanted to talk to you guys about it, and I thought it would be really, really cool to celebrate this amazing news of Britney having, newfound success for Blackout. And hopefully new ears are listening it to the first time. I have seen on TikTok many TikTokers listen to the album for the first time, people super young and listening to it. And one of them actually said that it sounds like, music you would hear today. So I love that how ahead of their time they were with Blackout. First of all, before I get into this little story time, what is your favorite song off Blackout? I love Heaven on Earth so much. It was one of my favorites I remember listening to. And of course, Toy Soldier is definitely one of my absolute favorites, which I wish would have been a single because Toy Soldier was number 8 on the album. And I believe Heaven on Earth was number 4, if I'm not mistaken. But let me know if I'm wrong. But anyways, girl, I wanted to talk to you guys about my story time about how I bought the album, what I thought about it, what was happening in that time. I just thought it would be really cool to go down memory lane and just have like sort of a talking video. I know a lot of my videos are super serious, so this is just sort of like a fun hangout talking video to celebrate the good news of Blackout re-entering the charts. So you guys, I remember Blackout was coming out, and I just remember that there was already so much surrounding Britney. There was already so much talk, so much gossip, so much magazine covers, just so much Britney things. And I lived in Europe at the time, and I just remember that I was in school, and I called my mom and I was like, I'm not coming out until, you know, so much later, like 4 p.m. The album is coming out, you know, really early. Please go to the store and get it for me, right? So, I mean, my mom, amazing. I love her with all my heart. She was there maybe 30 minutes after the store opened, and they were already sold out. So my mom calls me or texts me, and she was like, they're all sold out, and she goes, I'm gonna go to the other stores. There was like maybe like 4 stores, and then there was like the shopping mall. So my mom, God bless her, she went to every single one. She went to all 4 stores right after, and they were all sold out. Literally, my mom told me that the lady in front of her was getting the last one, and that she tried to like buy it from her and everything. Well, anyways, my mom was like, I don't know what to do, like, and I was like, literally, I remember being like upset about it, but at the same time I was like, well, it is what it is, you know, like, I can't do anything about it, like, whatever. And I really wanted the physical copy, right? And because I did live in Europe, maybe they didn't like request so many copies, but luckily my mom went to this like shopping center that was like opening late or something, and she found it. She actually got 2 copies. And so I remember coming home, getting the album, giving my mom 5 million hugs, hugging her, thanking her so much. And I remember listening to it, not right away, because I do remember that night I had like some kind of party. So I went to my friend's house and we listened to it together. And I begged my mom to listen. Well, first of all, I begged my mom to listen to it with me, but she was like, you know, I think I'm Britney'd out right now, because, you know, she went to so many stores. She was like, just go enjoy it and we'll listen into another day. So I went to my friend's house, and I remember we started drinking and listening to it. And I just remember this time of my life, I was, let me think. Yeah, this time of my life, I was in a really weird relationship with somebody. I was still very, very, very young, so I was very lost, you know, mentally and spiritually, and I was in this very toxic relationship from a very young age. And I just remember that Britney's life kind of going out and you know, just always out and sort of like looking, in my eyes, back then, Britney sometimes she looked really happy, sometimes she looked just very like sad. And I remember that that's how I felt. And I remember going to my friend's house, we listened to it, we partied, it was amazing. I also remember when the video came out for Gimme More, I remember that time as well. I was with my ex-boyfriend's best friend and him, and we were on the couch, and Gimme More came out for the first time on MTV. We saw it, and they were all like laughing at her, making fun of her, calling her fat, saying that she looked horrible. And I just felt so like you couldn't keep your comments to yourself, you know what I mean? So I just remember that as well. But listening to the album, the first song that really popped off for me was definitely Toy Soldier and Heaven on Earth. I just love those songs so much. I mean, all of the songs like Hot as Ice and Get Naked and, you know, Break the Ice, fucking Piece of Me, you know, even Radar, honey. It was just all very haunting. I don't know if it was because it was everything going on with Britney, and maybe also at that time of my life was also kind of weird and dark-ish, that album felt very like haunted in a very, it was like a very eerie album for me at least. I've changed the way I think about that album now, but it's just my mental state at that time. I was like, you know, well, anyways, I just remember like coming into this new era. I remember like literally Britney in Gimme More, which till this day is one of my favorite videos. Just because she didn't follow what she usually followed, the same recipe that was the blonde, and everything was so perfect. No, this was like Britney having fun on a strip pole, and just going at it, raw and organic, and I really love that. And obviously, there was probably a lot that we didn't know that Britney was going through, but at the time we only saw with what we were given. So I just remember entering that sort of character as well. I remember just sort of like dressing more in black, and I remember like my boyfriend and I, we broke up finally. I started dating, I started going out, and I will never ever forget that my Get Ready album was Blackout. It was Blackout, and it was an Ashley Tisdale album. Those were my Getting Ready albums to go out. And I just remember like Always and Gimme More, like in the middle part, like where the I guess the bridge or whatever it's called. I remember I would take that part. I used to smoke cigarettes too, so I would like smoke cigarettes, and I would smoke her brand. I would smoke Marlboro Lights. Like I was literally becoming Britney Spears, like Blackout era. And it was fun. I remember she had this cross, this long cross, and she bought that long cross. She was wearing it one night out. She was with Paris and Brandon something, the one who called Lindsay Lohan Firecrotch. They were all together, and Britney was wearing like this black, beautiful like skirt, or like dress, like mini dress, and she had this like long cross. And I remember just like being obsessed with that cross. So I went everywhere, every store I could imagine, and I actually found one super similar. So I was wearing that. It was like I was possessed by the Blackout album, honestly. And then it's so funny because Blackout era was also a very dark time for me. It was like a breakup, and just like lost in life, and just partying nonstop, and smoking and making out with random guys. Not anymore. Just making out, and like going on adventures, like just very like crazy, but like in the best way possible. And then Circus came out, and I literally was like, it was like it's so weird how like you mirror your life with things that you like love, but it actually, it's so funny because every album that Britney has done since I can remember, like I have connected with so much. So anyways, that was my Blackout era. Literally, I was probably blacked out all the time. I was drinking when I shouldn't have been drinking. I was partying way too much. I was just, yeah, it was crazy. But I'm so glad that new ears are listening to Blackout. I'm so glad that Britney is finally getting, she has gotten a lot of recognition from Blackout, but I just hope it continues, because Blackout is definitely, when you don't go with the flow, and when Britney does things that Britney wants to do and her way, things sort of seem to work out a lot for her. So anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed Mary spilling some tea. I just wanted to say that I love you guys. I'm grateful for you guys. And remember, I smell sister that wrote a book that nobody read.